Okay, so there were so many leftovers today from class. So I thought I would make something that would last till next week because it's good for just about 7 days. So this will be perfect, and it's what I'm going to do is take our leftover cucumbers and radishes, as well as our apple cider vinegar. I actually threw in the ginger that we used from today's demo as well. And we were talking a little bit about how useful something like a jar is to make our, just to have on hand so we can shake up any dressing. And I always love having 4 or 5 of these on hand, and also just recycling old jars and keeping them on hand so that you can do this kind of thing for any dressing and also for any quick pickle. And so this pickle vegetable idea is really taking an acid and a sweet. And you don't even need to actually add a sweet, to be honest. It will have a little bit more of a bite. But so I'm going to take the rest of my radishes, and like we were talking about today, I made like a little bit of a flat surface, and then I'm cutting them really, really thin and just putting them in. You can do this with other vegetables. The carrots that we had left over, I actually decided to use in a broth, with a broth to make a little soup. But you could certainly use carrots as well. And the vegetables take differently to the acid. So the cucumbers, you might be able to see, they've been marinating for, I don't know, maybe a little over an hour. And they'll be like limp, but like a pickle, like with a little bit of a crisp bite to it. And so next week when we do when we focus a little bit more on beans, this is a really great addition to any bean dish, or really any bowl, because it adds that acidic pop. So I might, enjoy this a few times for some of my meals, but I'll be sure that we save it for next week. And just gonna close my jar up, my handy dandy jar. I'm gonna follow my own rule and take my knife off of the cutting board to stay safe. And shake it up, and we'll be ready. And actually, I like to store it on its side so that to make sure that all of the juices do kind of get exposed, and even rolling it maybe once a day, just to make sure that everything gets the liquidy goodness. So that's it.